All right, up next is a flow that I have named Jello arms. I think the reason for the naming of it is going to become pretty obvious about halfway through. But anyways, let's look at the reformer. So I have placed a sitting box on the floor. It's lined up with the platform and it's pressed all the way against the reformer. I'm using one blue spring. I have my foot bar all the way down, and I also have a non-slip pad on top of the platform to protect my hands. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do one round for you today. So I'm going to start on the back of my reformer with both knees. I'm in about the center of my carriage. I'm going to bring my hands down and scoop my knees back just a little bit. Now my right hand is going to reach and grab the longer loop, if you have the option between loops. So now I'm going to inhale, slowly lift up. My shoulders are square, and I'm going to return the carriage back home. And again, inhale, lift up. Definitely you're going to feel this in the tops of your arms, your deltoids, but you want to for sure stay connected under the shoulder girdle so that you're not straining anything. Let's do one more. I typically do 6 here. It's definitely a lot of work. If it's too heavy, I just have my client scoot a little bit closer to the shoulder rest, and it gets a little bit lighter. If you want it a little bit more challenging, you scoot yourself away from the shoulder rest, making it a little bit heavier. So it's totally up to you. It also depends on the length of your ropes. I keep my ropes a little bit longer. Now from here, I'm going to shimmy my knees all the way forward. I'm going to use the short strap this time to make it a tad bit heavier. I'm going to press my hips forward. I check in with my knees. They're lined up. One knee is not in front of the other. Elbow to the ceiling. Abdominals are tight. I'm going to extend it up for the tricep press. I'm going to do 6. Exhale, close the carriage. Remember, inhale through your nose. Every exhale, you deflate those abdominals. Now, often when I see clients do this, I see the rope hit them in the head because they're lowering the arm as they extend. You want to keep the elbow lifted up. Hips are pressed forward, glutes are tight. Good. Now, we're going to come up from there. I'm going to bring my hand back into the long loop. That's what's great about having the option between a short and a long, is you can vary in an exercise or a flow. Now I'm going to squeeze my elbow to my waist as I slowly open. It's like if you have a pocketbook or a newspaper under your arm, you want to squeeze it so you don't drop it. You're going to feel this right here. We'll do 2 more. Hips are pressed forward, glutes are tight, abs are tight. You should definitely be feeling this. Good. Now my left hand is going to grab the taped part of the rope. Your pec is going to feel this a little bit. Shoulders are down and cross it in front. We're going to do 6 today. Typically I would probably do 8. No rotation here. Shoulders and hips are square with that wall in front of me. I'm going to do 2 more. Last one. Now, my right hand is also going to grab the strap. I'm going to grab the short strap, and I'm going to scoop my left hand in just a hair. I'm going to do great big circles up and around, and I'm going to stay connected under the shoulders. Both arms are working equally. I'm initiating a lift from the pelvic floor into my abdominal muscle, so it's not all in my arms. Now I'm going to reverse. If it's too heavy, all you have to do is scoot your hands away from the risers. So I just scoot them out like this, and it's going to become a little bit lighter because I just lengthened my ropes a little bit. Good. Now I'm going to take my left hand. I'm going to use the short loop for this one. Right hand is on my hip. Now I'm going to incorporate a little bit of twisting or a little bit of rotation. I'm going to inhale, rotate, reaching my left hand towards that wall. Exhale, coming back to home. And exhale back in. 1 more. Good. Now I'm going to bring my hand back into the long loop. I'm going to turn to face my foot bar here. My feet are going to be against my shoulder rest. Hips are pressed forward. Abdominals are tight. I'm going to do a 1-hand serving to start, and then we're going to layer on some rotation. So I'm going to inhale up, shoulders stay square. Exhale, bring the elbow right back down to the hip. Don't let the hand come behind. It compromises your shoulder. Exhale back to here. Remember, glutes have got to stay tight so your client doesn't pitch forward. One more. Now we're going to add to it from here. I'm going to extend my right hand back, circle it around. I call this windmill arms to here, and then exhale, bring it back up to the ceiling, palm to the ceiling as the elbow comes back down. And again, reaching it up, circling around. Let's do one more. Good, now I'm going to replace that strap and we're going to go into some abdominal work here. I'm going to inhale, reach it up, hollow out my abdominals right there as I dive forward, reaching for the foot bar. Now, do you remember the ab roller in the 90s? I think you could buy it on the shopping network. That's what this reminds me of. So my hips are forward. They're not down here like this. They're a nice neutral pelvis. I'm going to inhale, open. Now exhale, connect under the shoulder girdle, hollow out the armpits, and drag the carriage back in. And again, I'm going to inhale, reach, and then exhale, drag it back in. I'm trying to not over squeeze my glutes. I want the abdominals to do the work. Now typically I would do 6. I'm going to do one more here and then add another variation. Good. Now I'm going to inhale, open just halfway. I want to test the waters. And then I'm going to bend my elbows to close. And inhale, open. Elbows to the floor as you close. Abdominals are tight. You want to support that pelvis. I don't want to drop in my low back. 2 more. Definitely feeling this in my triceps. Last one. Woo! Good, I am definitely shaking. Now, I'm going to come up onto my toes. We're right here like this. I'm going to inhale for nothing. Exhale, pike the hips, hollowing out those abdominals. Inhale back to a nice solid plank. Exhale, deflate the abs. Now you could add a few different variations here if you wanted to. Some bells and whistles for sure. But I'm going to go into another round of planks, so I don't want to tire out my clients too much. Now my left foot is going to come onto the box. You go. I'm going to reach back so my foot can find that shoulder rest. And I'm going to inhale, take it straight down. Now I'm going to lift up from the pelvic floor to come up. Inhale down and exhale up. Now I can either continue doing it like this, or if I want to add on some arms, I would do it here. So I think I'm going to inhale, extend long, exhale, lift. Let's do 3 more. For 3, typically, I would probably do 8 to 10. 2 and 1. Now from here, I'm going to reach up, connect under the shoulders, little pulses here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to stay low and I'm going to drag the foot under, reach it out for 5. Exhale, bring it in. 4, 3, lifting from that pelvic floor. You've got 2. Woo! Last one. But we are not done. We're going to turn to the corner here for a curtsy. Now some clients really struggle with this, so if they just wanted to do another round of square lunges, then let them do that. Otherwise, if they're up for a challenge, try the curtsy. So I keep both legs bent. So both legs are going to bend here. Right knee reaches to the reformer and then back up. That's all I'm going to do. Inhale down. Exhale, back up. Now I'm trying to square off my shoulders as much as I can with that wall as possible. Now if you want to add some arms, you can reach up, press down. Reach up, press down. 3 more. Exhale, lift. 2. Last one, hold it. Pulse it up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come to the side. Press it back for 5. Woo! 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, my hands are going to come onto the box. The entire hand of both hands are on the box. Shoulders are over my hands. I'm going to inhale for nothing. Scoop the abdominals. Pike it up. Inhale down. Exhale, pike it up. Good. Now from here, I'm going to tuck it under. For 3, low abdominal muscles here. 2, and 1. Now I'm going to go back to my plank. I'm going to turn my hips and toes towards that wall right there and opening up my left hand a little bit. And now working this right side, I'm going to lift it up. Typically I would do 6. Let's do 2 more for time's sake. Now here's the challenge. If possible, I have the client extend and hold. Maybe they're just going to hold. If they want to add to it from here, you tuck it under for 3, 2, and 1. So good. Now we're going to step off of the reformer here. We're not done with the arms. It is, after all, called Jello arms. I'm going to scoop my box this way. So my box is going to be centered with the shoulder rest right there. Same springs. I'm not going to touch the spring tension at all, actually, in this flow. I bring my hands here. Shoulders are directly over my hands. I'm going to scoop my right hand in just a bit. My left hand is going to locate that shoulder rest. Now from here, abdominals are tight. I'm going to press it forward, resist it closing. Typically I would do 10. Today we're going to do 5. So 3 more. For 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to lift my left leg. Foot is flexed, hips are square. Press it forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I hold it extended, but I'm connected under the shoulder girdle. Lower and lift for 5. Abs are tight. 4, the movement of my leg is not affecting my body. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Come halfway in, and now, so I'm holding it halfway in and little pulses with the leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach it long. Bring it all the way back in. Now we're not done from here. I'm going to scoop my box just a bit so the camera can see this. I'm going to kneel, bring my hands down onto the floor. We're going to do some tricep push-ups here. Abdominals are tight. I'm going to inhale, bend, exhale, lift for 5. Exhale, lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting back over my heels in child's pose. Then one more exercise here, and then we start all over facing the other way. Some tricep dips. So I'm going to walk my feet forward. The farther away my feet are from my hands, the harder it is. Abdominals are tight to keep my pelvis lifted. I'm going to lower down and lift for 5. Exhale, lift for 4. Shoulders are out of my ears for 3, 2, last one right here. All right, so that, my friends, is just